Hey, wrestling fans, Brian Crazy here, True Wrestling, back at you with this week's Monday Night Raw review. It was a pretty good night on Raw, I do have to say. This review is going to cover the Monday Night Raw on 5/30/2011. Happy Veterans Day to everybody that served in the United States Armed Forces. That being said, let's move into Monday Night Raw. We start off with RTruth cutting a promo. He actually interacts with some fans, kind of insults a father and son. During this whole time, the USA Network was having technical difficulties. I don't know if this is something that you guys over in Great Britain experienced on Sky Sports as well. Um, Drop me a comment. I'm pretty curious. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties for about the first 10 minutes of the show following the Memorial Day dedication. You still were able to catch the gist of what was going on. And if this was not messed up, this would have probably been one of RTruth's best promos to date. A lot of fire was coming out of him, and John Cena basically comes out and says, dude, you need to be in a straitjacket. You've gone completely off your rocker. Being completely insane. And I don't know, this new RTruth, man, I'm really getting behind him. I really am. I do have to say, yeah, I don't agree kind of with him insulting the kid and the father, but that's how he's going to get over. Of course it was scripted. They can't just go insult random fans. It doesn't work like that. Um, so we move into Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Kofi Kingston is the current United States champion. Dolph Ziggler is contending to get a title shot at Capital Punishment. He does pick up the win in a hard-fought match. Also, side note, Dolph Ziggler has gone back to his blonde hairstyle, I have noticed. And maybe his new look just wasn't panning out. Maybe people weren't recognizing who he was for the last, 3-4 years, however long, since he's been in the Spirit Squad. So then we move into our next contest of the night. We see it will be the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie Bella, going against Kelly and Eve Torres. This was a pretty good match. Kelly and Eve did pick up the win. So then we go to Alex Riley coming out. Alex Riley is supposed to be issuing an apology to The Miz, but I didn't figure that was going to be happening. The Miz comes out, and it just gets nasty. Alex Riley whoops his ass, excuse my language. He just hands it to him 2 weeks in a row, and we're really seeing Alex Riley as a real strong contender. I really see, excuse me guys, allergies are killing me. My voice isn't quite what it usually is. We could really see Alex Riley maybe facing The Miz at Capital Punishment. Coming also out of this night, we might see RTruth face John Cena at Capital Punishment. So the card is really developing nicely. Then we go into CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio with a little help from Batista himself, Mason Ryan. CM Punk picks up the win. Then we kind of see a promo covering Stone Cold Steve Austin's appearance on The Late Show with Jimmy Fallon. Then we move into Jack Swagger and Evan Bourne. This is a return match from last week. We end up seeing Evan Bourne pick up the win. If you guys remember, Swagger won last week. Swagger looked good last week. He fought good. He looked good. It looked like he had his confidence back. Evan Bourne just brought a little bit more to the table this week. Then we move into the main event of the night. We see RTruth versus John Cena. Non-title, of course. If RTruth wins, he will be in contention for a title shot at Capital Punishment, like I previously mentioned in this video. We end up seeing RTruth win by countout in pretty controversial happening. Post-match, we see RTruth go out to the crowd and harass that same fan I mentioned earlier. He actually grabbed the soda from the little kid. Funny enough, the kid had one of these. You get these at all WWE live events this year. Pretty cool, huh? And yeah, he took that and threw it right on the kid's father's face. John Cena ran him right out of the crowd, and Cena, such a nice guy, even takes his armbands. He's trying to wipe the guy's face off of the soda, man. He says, "Don't worry about him. I'll take care of him." So that's pretty much how Raw ended. Pretty exciting night, I do have to say. It kept me entertained for the whole 2 hours. I'll be honest, I've been watching Tough Enough, and Raw has been just lacking a little bit afterwards. Speaking of Tough Enough, Jeremiah was sent home. Incredible kid. I think just when they got to the technical aspect, he was just still a little too green. I think if he was given more time, he would have shined. I'm really surprised that Andy's stuck around as long as he has. Not that I dislike Andy. I think he's a great guy, but he doesn't have the edge like Luke has. So I'm pretty curious what's going to happen. I think Silent Rage can break out of his shell and defeat Luke next week at the FCW tapings and hopefully win the shot. It's not that I dislike Luke, but I don't know, Luke's attitude is just a little too reminiscent of The Miz for me. But guys, this is all I got for right now. Like I said, allergies, throat is killing me, so I'm going to cut this a little short for today. But I hope you enjoyed it. Brian Crazy, F and True Wrestling, and I'll catch you later.